Hello to the beautiful viewers of Talk to Be. It's another beautiful episode, and I'm so happy to welcome you. I am Dr. Abiola Adebayo Akinrinde. I just want to say thank you. Thank you for the love. Thank you for staying tuned to the program. Thank you for the support. Thank you for loving me. Thank you for showing my guests love. I am grateful for it. I do not take it for granted. Okay, on this episode of Talk to Be, I have a young man who has a story to tell. His story is one that you will wonder. I've asked myself different questions. Why? But then I know we are different people and we react to things differently, and everybody should be given an opportunity to speak. Not only on Talk to Be, if you have them around you, please give them a listening here. Let them say their minds. Let them say what exactly they are going through. Your encouragement might change the world. Okay? Please note that all views and opinions expressed on this show are solely that of my guest, not of me, neither is it of Talk to Be. Before I introduce my guest, I'll go for a short break. When I'm back, you'll meet him. I'll be right back.
Talk to Be, share your experience.
Tanya.
Lola.
Mo pàdé lady kan. Just a friend. But she took it to another level.
So ìyálé mi go to etí mommy ho. Heart me dey soft to her. Ìrora ma.
Ẹ kó ṣe àtòrí burúkú dìde. It was bad enough that you were dating my husband who is legally married to me.
Ṣé nídìí iṣẹ́ mi rank mi yàtọ̀ sí kọ́ńpé mi prophet. I'm a field marshal. Mo ti máa tẹ̀ mí àti communicate tó ti fi mí lẹ̀ ó rò pé tó ń bá fi mí lẹ̀ máa ní problem. Ó lọ mo dẹ̀ ní ìdẹ̀ ṣùgbọ́n yín operate yìí sí èmi gangan fún àmì ní ẹ̀mí.
Gbogbo evidence tó wà nílẹ̀ ó point at you pé ìwọ gangan ló gbé owó yẹn. Kí ni wọ́n fẹ́ continue láti máa ṣe?
I understand now. Ó fẹ́ dupe mi ni now. Ó clone mi ni.
Wọ́n mọ̀ pé mi níyàwó mi á máa jọ́jẹ́ mọ́ jẹ́ pọ̀ mọ́ jẹ́ tẹ́ mi. Wọ́n sọ fún mi pé o fẹ́ break up pẹ̀lú mi. Wọ́n bí ẹja ò lè break up pẹ̀lú mi. Tó bá break up life wa ni.
Ṣé o gbà lónìí ni?
A ní mi ò gbà sẹ́ẹ̀.
Olo ṣẹ́gun ṣẹ́gun. Wèrè wo ni màá bí Jésù?
Nígbà àti ta ni? Irú ẹgbẹ́ wo? Síta ni? Olórí ńlá ni mí.
Ta ni ẹ gan mo fẹ́ mú ẹ?
Ìyẹ́ ńlá ni mí bàgẹ̀bàgẹ̀. Kò síbi tí wọn ò lè bà sí.
Níwọ.
Lẹ́mi ni.
Níwọ. Ó dẹ̀ dá omi lù mí. O work out on me.
So omi lórí tún gbé wá.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Wá bínú. Kí ni problem ẹ̀ náà? Oúnjẹ ló ń sẹ́ra tààrọ̀ wá gbé ó fi wẹ́rẹ́ wò ló gbé àbá mi.
Thank you for staying tuned. I hope your day is going on well. I hope you're doing great. Yes, my guest is here with me, so I want you to join me. Please do not judge him. Listen carefully. Let's learn. Let's ask our questions. And as a woman out there, as a man out there, I hope you'll be able to pick a thing or two as usual on Talk to Be. Join me as I welcome my guest. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing good, ma.
Good to have you here.
Thank you, ma.
Please, let's get to meet you. Who are you? What do you do?
My name is Adeyemi. I'm based in Ibadan. I'm 36 years of age, married with 2 kids.
36, married with 2 kids.
Yes, ma.
Okay, let's go to your story. What's your story?
First of all, I know my mom will not like me to. She won't be happy with me doing this.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's basically on surrounds her. But I don't know, go deep into her
Issue.
to her issue or matter, yes, but the most important thing is um, getting my father to do this DNA test. Okay, this is my story.
Okay.
I used to live with my mom's sister.
You said your mom would not like this. Would you like to go talk to her first or
No,
something?
no, because we've spoken about it. We are no longer in talking terms. So
With your mom?
yes, with my mom, because of my dad's issue,
Okay.
like because of me finding my dad, looking for my dad.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
okay.
ma'am.
Okay. So you're really ready to do this.
Yes.
You want to do it, and if there is anything you want to face it, right?
Yes.
I'm sure you're not compelled to do this.
No, really, I've thought about it. But
You know you'll
I
be
just felt.
everywhere.
Yes, I know.
Your dad will be everywhere.
Exactly.
Your mom will be there too.
Yes, that's why I don't want to involve her too much
Okay.
on it. But there's no way.
But there's no way you're going to tell the
the story without.
that involves DNA without telling
Exactly.
your mom's story.
Yeah.
So you're ready to say your story.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, please let's go.
Okay, so while growing up, I lived with my mother's sister.
Your auntie.
That's my auntie, yeah. Until when I was 10, so she came to take me away from her because of my auntie was always maltreating me. So when I got to her place, she was already married.
Okay.
She was already married with a kid. So when I got there, she didn't tell her husband about taking me away from, because she just decided on her own. So to cut the whole thing short, he knew about it. They accepted me, and along the line, when I was a kid, before I got to her place, I didn't get this mother or fatherly love. You get, maybe because I was maltreated, but I knew something was missing. So when I got there, they changed my name, because then I was bearing Edet Bassi.
Okay.
Edet Bassi. So later on, they changed my name to Bello Adeyemi Elias. So, I was still a kid. I did not have any, what's it called, this experience of. So we moved from Lagos to Zaria, to the north. That's Zaria. So when I became more of an adult, maybe a teenager rather, 15 years,
Okay.
15 years, 16, when I graduated from the secondary school, I started having problem with my father, my stepfather.
Okay.
I started having problem with him. So there was a time that we had an issue, and then I told them that I want to see my father. They were shocked, like, how comes? How did you know about this?
Hold on. You started having problem with your stepdad
Yes, ma'am.
at the age of 15.
Yes, ma'am.
The man who took you in from like 10 has trained you for like 5 years.
Yes, ma'am.
So at the time you were 15, you started having problems with him.
Yes, ma'am.
What type of problems were you having?
I wasn't getting the
The
there are
connection?
things, the connection wasn't there. Like, it was obvious that this is not my
your
father.
Okay.
It was just clear.
Okay.
You understand? So when I mentioned that I wanted to see my father, they were shocked. Like, how did you know that this is not the person that gave birth to you?
Okay.
You understand?
Was it mentioned at any point?
No.
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 So how did you get to know?
Thank you. Like I said, I wasn't getting the whole vibe around the whole thing, I wasn't getting it. Like, I was just suspecting that, no, this person cannot be my father. Even while I was at my auntie's place, I was young, I know, but I knew something was amiss. You understand? But maybe they thought because I was young, I did not know anything about. But when when you are in a place and you find love around you, you will know that you won't even bother. You understand? But I was fine. He scaled me to school, shelter, everything. But that's not even the bone of contention.
Okay.
When I got to know, my mother now called me. She now narrated the whole story. So, this is the story.
Okay.
She said sometime 1987, she was the secretary to Mr. Bassi,
Okay.
who happened to be my father,
Biological
my
father.
biological father. Meanwhile, Mr. Bassi is a married man
Okay.
without a child,
All right.
and then they were dating, secretary and boss relationship. So along the line, she got pregnant for him.
For
and
you.
then
For our boss.
Yes, for our boss. And then she said his wife is a wicked woman. That since she cannot give birth to for what's it called, Mr. Bassi, that she doesn't want any other person to. So she mustn't find out. So this Mr. Bassi, meanwhile, has a child before before getting married to this. She said when he was in secondary school. So, but the mother is dead. The mother of the guy is dead. So, but he has a child, a grown up. Then along the line, the Mr. Bassi told her to keep the pregnancy, that they should keep it secret.
Okay.
You understand? So she gave birth. The day she gave birth, he did the christening. That's why he named me Edet.
Okay.
He named me Edet. So after,
Is it from Cross River?
yes, Akwa Ibom.
Akwa Ibom. Okay.
His name is Ekpenyong Basi.
Okay.
Ekpenyong Okumbasi. So he along the line, he usually send what's it called, his driver to for upkeep. He sends the driver to my mom for upkeeps, to for the child. And so the same driver one day leak what's it called, the secret to the wife, that somebody is pregnant for, somebody has a child for your husband. So that was where the whole thing scattered.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying now for my mom's narration.
Okay. Yes.
You
What
understand?
she told you.
What she told me.
Good.
Because, okay, what she told me, I eventually met the Mr. Bassi. He gave me a different
Story entirely.
It's not entirely, like there is a kind of contradiction
Okay. In the story.
in the story.
That the two of them told you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, please go ahead.
All right. So when she knew about it, that's the wife. This same wife knows my mom as a secretary. That they talk. Yeah, they know themselves, each other. You understand? So she now told. Oh, okay. She now told me Mr. Bassi sent a lawyer that he stopped doing his responsibilities after the wife knew.
How old were you then?
Maybe one.
1 year.
Yeah, 1 year above.
Okay.
Yes. So she said Mr. Bassi stopped his responsibility. She had to send her sisters to go to his office because she stopped work with him. That she has to go to his office. Where they worked is CMS bookshop.
Okay.
Yeah. So
In Lagos.
in Lagos, yes. So she now said she sent her sister to meet him. Anytime they go, she will just, he will just give them token like, okay, we'll come and check the mother, and so he wouldn't come. Along the line, after some time, he stopped taking his responsibilities. Then one day he sent his driver to bring a letter to my mom through his lawyer. When my mom opened it, she discovered that the letter is abandoning me. Like he disowned his son. That is not the owner of what they call the child.
After a year?
Yes, after a year, ma.
He disowned you after
He
a
disowned
year?
me. Yes, ma.
Okay.
Then when my mom saw that, she took me. According to her, she took me to the church because he is an evangelist. So she took me to the church, and then she told him that this is the child. I'm going to leave the child for you. It was like, okay, leave the child. That the wife, that's the wife, that Mr. Bass's wife, okay, leave the child. They will take care of the child, the baby. You can go. After a while, she was like, no, don't let me do that. She took me away. So since then, she's been taking care of me before she now took me to sister's place.
Okay.
You understand? So she told me she now met her current husband. And afterwards, and they have 2 kids together. Okay, so after the whole saga, like I left their place. I started living in Lagos. I left them in Zaria. I started living in Lagos. So we settled. I said me and my stepfather had issue. We settled, and then he still saw me through my education.
Wow.
You understand? Okay. So along the line, 2022, I got married 2022. Very good. So I started staying with my wife. We lived together, but she was suspecting because there's no this connection between me and my stepfather. My mom was always there for me all the time. She has been always there for me. So she was suspecting that there's something wrong because I wanted to keep the secret because my mom also told me that your wife must not know. I was like, for how long? If she eventually knows, it's going to be a very big issue. Like, why don't you just let me tell her now? She was like, no, blah, blah, blah. Okay. She found out. She just asked me one day that, what's wrong with your family? Like, she suspects it's either your mom is not your mom, your real mom, or your dad is not your real dad. Like, there's something I miss. I still shunned. I said, no, there's nothing. Until one issue happened again between me and my stepfather. So I had to just tell her the truth. Looking for my dad, this is something I've been, even before I met her, I've been making huge efforts to find him. Search online, check his, because I've never set my eyes on him. I've never ever set my eyes on him. So, but when I met her, when I told my wife about it, she is this social media person that knows how to, enter. Eventually, we searched every nook and cranny in Google and the rest. We eventually found someone that knows him, and we got connected. He invited me over for the first time, like, okay, you are the head, right? Yeah, let's meet. Come. At first, I didn't buy the idea, like, why should I? Because his wife, I've heard a lot about his wife. But there was someone the courage. I went on that very day. I agreed. So I went with my wife and the baby, because we had a baby then before the second one.
Okay.
So we traveled all the way from Ibadan to Lagos, Lekki, that's where he stays. So when we got there, he welcomed us. The wife came out. I saw him for the first time. After 34 years. Yes, that's 4 years. I saw him. I was just speechless. He was like, enter, enter. He entered. I sat down. Made food for us. I couldn't even eat. I was more interested in, so you are the person,
Yeah, what he has
finally.
to say.
What happened? Why did you abandon me? Why did you, disown me? So he now narrated his own
Okay.
story. He said he knows my mom, that my mom used to be his secretary,
Okay.
and that they had something and affair together. Okay, that she had a baby. That he named me Ede, that he confirmed that. He acknowledged the fact that he actually did that ceremony that he named me Ede. But why he changed, why he stopped his responsibilities, because there was a time they brought me to the church that was sick.
Okay.
So they now did what was this test, genotype test.
Okay.
They now found out that the blood sample isn't together with his own.
It didn't match.
It didn't match. Then he concluded that he is not. It
By
can't be
genotype
by
or blood group.
by genotype.
What genotype are you?
AA.
What about him?
He said, I didn't even bother to ask. He said, then the blood group again. Yeah, he made mention of blood group. You get that it didn't tally. And I told him that it's not about, you can't confirm a child's belongingness with genotype. It has to be through DNA test. And I said, apart from that, that his own doctor has told him before that his semen cannot father a, what's it
Not
called?
fertile enough to father a
It
child.
father a child before he met my mom.
Oh, okay.
But when my mom told him that she was pregnant, he was shocked. But at the same time, he saw it as there's nothing God cannot do, like a miracle. That wow, after how many years, so he can still father, apart from the first child. Yeah, but his wife doesn't have a child for him. But they adopted.
Okay.
Yeah, they adopted.
Till now.
Yes, they adopted a child. Yes. So we now we now went back and forth. Like, you have to do this DNA test. You can't say what's it called, the genotype or blood group that you did that back then confirms me not being your child. The wife came out too, but she was there.
Okay.
The wife was like, yes, that it can't be so, that we should do the DNA. He was saying he doesn't have the capacity, financial capacity to do it. I said, sir, I don't also have, but I don't mind borrowing, getting a loan just for us to do this DNA test. And I said, okay, that he would think about it. That was 2023. 2023, June, no, July 13. July 13 was when I first saw him. So we now left. We left. Okay, I called my mom. When he told me his own part of the story, I called my mom immediately in his presence. Before then, we've not been talking.
Your mom.
Yes,
Why?
because I am not in talking time with her husband.
Okay.
Yes. So she said, she told me then that since I cannot be in talking time with her husband, that I should leave with her husband. Yes, but I understand. Yeah. So I called her immediately. She picked. I told her, because I didn't give her prior information that I'll be going to
See
to
the
see,
man.
yes. So she now told me that, okay, she now picked, and now told her I'm with Mr. Bassey. She was so surprised. The next thing she said was, Ọlọ́run máa dá. I say, this is not what I need. What I need is is this man really my father? She said, yes. That, why is Mr. Bassey lying? That blah, 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 blah. Mr. Bassey now said, there is one man called Wale. This Wale, my mom has mentioned Wale to my hearing one time. But she said she had given birth to me before she met Wale. Wale used to be Mr. Bassey's friend,
Okay.
a colleague, and Ali. So Mr. Bassey now said that Mr. Wale might be the owner of, like, might be my father. When I heard that, I was very devastated, because I didn't expect to hear, okay, fine, you say you're not going to do the DNA, but why am I hearing Wale? Who is Wale?
Did you ask your mom?
Yes. When I go back home, I called her. I said, Mommy, just tell me the truth. Let me know where I belong to. This thing has been hitting me. You know, from the beginning, I've always wanted to know my father, to know who actually gave birth to me. She said, there's nobody like Wale. Yes, that there is Wale, but Wale is not, that she met Wale after she has given birth to me.
They had a relationship or something?
No. I asked her, I said, is it that you guys had a relationship? She said, no, that Wale is just Bass's friend. That is a nice man. That's what she told me. She didn't tell me, but Bassey claims they had an affair.
Okay. Maybe he thought the Mr. Wale and your mom was having an affair. That was why he disowned you. Was that it?
No. The reason why he disowned me, according to him, is the blood group and the genotype.
And then because he was told that he could not fertile
Exactly. A child.
That is not fertile enough to have a child.
Exactly, ma.
Okay.
So,
and now there is a Wale in the picture.
And yeah, exactly. I not told it was, in fact, it was the wife that was just so bent on. That's Mr. Bass's wife was. Wale, that is. Okay, and I say, okay, let me even get this Wale's contact too.
Okay.
She said she doesn't know how to get it, that stays in UK. Like, I said, this one is not mine. That Wale is not my father. The Wale cannot be my father.
You just concluded?
I just concluded. Because I was more interested in the DNA. Let me just do this DNA.
Least.
Then we'll further more. You understand, ma?
I do.
So I go back home. We started pressing. Okay, he now called. I dropped the whole thing. I don't know. After that 14th, July 13th rather, I dropped. It just left my body. Like, why am I doing all this? Like, I thought I finally found him, and yet he still disowned me. After disowning me the first time, as a baby, as an adult again, you are disowning me.
What was your conclusion that day before you concluded in your heart? What did he say to you?
He said he was going to think about it. About the DNA.
Okay.
Doing the DNA, that he will give me a feedback.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Him and his wife said you are not the son. That is not your father.
He's not my father.
Okay.
So, I dropped the whole allegation. Just dropped the whole thing. But along the line, I look at my child, my son. I'm like, which surname am I going to give this person? Because it's getting to going to school. You understand? And then I'm like, what will I tell, people? Me, I'm okay with. I'm not thinking of changing my name. But my child will not go.
You changed it. What surname do you bear now?
I still bear the same surname, my stepfather's surname.
The Bello.
Yes, the Bello.
Okay.
So I don't want my children or my child to use that same surname. You understand? So I now concluded that since Basil is still adamant that it didn't even call me to say, okay, hello, Alpha, oh yeah, I'm ready for this. I called him one certain time, he didn't pick. Just left the whole thing. Like, okay, it's gone. I can also pay anything, kò ní bàbá ó ń gbélé ayé àbí this, but I was just more interested in that generation. So, because let me just know, we have some what's it called, some family that there are some things that their forefathers have,
You just want to know
I just
your
want
origin.
to my exactly, ma. Just want to know my origin. So I started using my name Adeyemi as a surname to my child. You understand? So this year, 2024 passed. This year, my wife now told me, like, there's this program she usually listen to, watch rather. Let's bring up this topic again. That Auntie B might, try for us to, get this man to do this DNA. If he do that DNA and confirms that, okay, it's not, I will let go. We'll proceed. But he's shying away from it. And you said the baby is not yours. Why you are not shying away from doing the DNA test?
Wow. So you have 2 children now,
Yes, ma'am.
and they bear your first name,
Yes, ma'am.
which is not a bad idea, actually. You know, I want us to. I'll try to address a particular part of your story, but I would like to state that we as parents, we as women, we have to be careful. We really have to be careful. I'm not judging anyone. I'm not trying to blame anyone. But some of the things we do today, I hope we're thinking about tomorrow. Now, without judging your mom, I was not there. I'm not in her shoes. I don't know if I would have done same, if I wouldn't have done same. So we don't play the game blame on this show. We always look for solution as much as we'll be able to. Now, the truth is, that is what happens in most cases. The woman will be there, staying on her own jejely, and somebody will be dating the husband, and we now be calling the woman wicked. We now say, oh, the woman is very wicked, the wife is this, the wife is that. You knew he was married. You could have just let him be. Now there is a child in between. The woman is named wicked. I don't know if exact thing that Mrs. Edet is doing now is what I would have done. I don't know. But at the same time, I don't want to blame your mother. Now, before I say, but I would say that a 36-year-old man that is married with children, what are you looking for your dad for? Leave him and let him be. But I'm not you. I am trying to feel your pain as a man. I am trying to put myself in your shoes, even if it's just knowing. I know how concerned you may be, because you are not just doing that now. You have been doing that from the onset. And I'm also seeing from the angle of your stepdad, the man who has been there for you, the man who took you in when your dad didn't show up, when your alleged dad didn't show up, trained you to school, took care of you as his own. You might see the gap. Have you ever been in a situation where you question your own parents, your own mother or your own father, that ṣẹ́yìn lẹ bí mi, are you actually my parents? Because of the kind of upbringing they are giving you, it does not mean they are not your parents. So I don't even want to blame your stepdad now, but because you already have or had a mindset that this man is not my father. I'm not blaming you, please note. And I'm not blaming your parents, not your mom, not your dad here. And I won't even say that the fault is all from your mom. We're going to throw this opened to the world. Let them come in, let them advise us. We hope that your alleged father will see this and will want to do the DNA. In fact, even if it's just for the knowing sake, to give you peace. Now I'll state it here. It was his wife who first reached out to us. And what she said is, please save my husband from depression. I don't want my husband to die. I don't want to become a widow. Until I started reading the story, and we said, okay, let him send a voice note. Let him reach out himself before you now reached out. For a woman, for your wife to be that concerned about this thing,
Yes.
I know it's a lot.
Yes, ma. She knows me better because we live together. She knows what I go through mentally. How we survive. I don't have a job
Right now.
right now. Of course, I'm a master's holder. So
What school and what did you read?
I get social studies education.
Social study education.
Yes, UI masters.
You are masters,
Yes,
and
ma'am.
you don't have a job.
I don't have a job. So what we live,
Have you ever worked in any organization before?
what I do is my photography. But when I had an issue then, so I decided to work with a pharmacy store, supermarket as a supervisor. But the money wasn't, the pay wasn't good, so I stopped. I I did what's it called? I did a driver. I drove someone. At the same time, I stopped again because the money wasn't. And my main thing is providing for my family. You understand? So, and as a man, if you don't have this, you know how it is, school fees and the rest, you know. So, I don't have a job right now. So I'm making efforts. I've applied, but
It's not coming
it's
forth.
not coming forth. It's not coming forth. So, I hope I get one. I hope I get one. I hope I get one. Okay. So, my wife, she's been amazing. She's been an amazing woman.
God bless you.
Through thick and thin, she has been there for me. She's a fashion designer. She sells fabrics. So we've been living on proceeds. Sometimes when I get a job, we use my money, but most times it's that feeds the family. So I want to appreciate her. We have very few women that can do such. You understand? She really believed in me, I must say. So Mr. Basi Ekpenyong Okun of Kari's band is a well-known band. They are into ministerial. So I'm here basically for him to come out and do the DNA test, because each time I see my children, each time I see them, it gives me this heartbreak. Like, won't these people have this origin? Won't they ask me one day that how far? How is where are we from? Because another thing again is when people ask me my state of origin, I don't even know what to say. Some people would say, you look like Igbo. Some will say you don't even look like Yoruba because I claim Yoruba part. You understand? So I see that blood even in me. I see the Calabar blood in me. So I'm pleading to Mr. Bassi and maybe his wife to at least come out and do this DNA test so that I can know where I belong. You can't deny me when I was a kid, and at the same time, when I'm an adult, you still deny me. You get? So it's something that has been giving me what's it called, heartbreak for a very, very long time. Very, very long time. I just want to know I am. Who I am is what I want to know.
What what have you learned from your story?
Okay. It's very simple. What I've learned is um, every woman out there should stay guided and not what's it called? We have so many baby mamas. Yes. Let me cite an instance. Yeah. We have so many baby mamas in our society right now. I tend to tell them, give them my own piece of advice, the ones I know, that you see this child you have, make sure he or she is connected to his father because of my own story. If no matter the person you marry, even if it says, don't worry, I will accept the child, there will still be this gap, no matter what. So long as you have his own child or children for him, there will still be the big gap. So if you don't have money as a baby mama, well, just try and make money as a baby mama. If you know you
As
want,
a woman,
okay,
actually.
very good. As a woman, actually, just make your own money to help that child that doesn't have a father. That is what I'm facing. My mom doesn't work. She solemnly depend on
Your stepdad.
my stepdad. That is why each time that I have issues when it comes to money issue, I will go to her. She will tell me to go to him. When I go to him, even if he's going to do it, he will tell me what for, what is, why. He won't just, that's if he's going to do it. Anything related, money related, it's always difficult. You understand? So I used to tell her that, you see, I didn't mean you work now. I know you. The little she has, she gives. Honestly, she gives. But it's not just enough compared to, okay, I'm always in need. Like, okay, let me run to my parents. Let me not. But she will tell me she doesn't have. I should go and meet my. And when I go to him, he will give me attitude. So things like that. That's why I advise women to just make their money. When you make your money, you won't give a damn about money.
What exactly do you want now?
Okay. I want Mr. Basi Ekpenyong Okun of Kagis Band to do or have this DNA test with me. I want a DNA test to be carried out. I want him to do it and myself, so I will know my origin. I, I have his picture. I have Mr. Basi's Ekpenyong Okun picture, the one we took. We took a good photograph the first time that I met him. I requested for it, so I have his pictures with me. If you want to, I can give it to you.
Not necessarily. You may not like his face out there. You know, you already mentioned his name. I think that's enough. If you want to, even if you don't want to mention the name, it's fine. But of course, you're. That's why you're here. So, please go ahead.
Okay, and he talking about not having money for the DNA test. Of course, I don't have money too, but I'm willing to go extra mile to pay for him and myself just to have this DNA test to be done.
Okay. Um, is that all?
Uh, that's not all. Let me just chip in this. I'm really suffering. I will not lie to you. I'm really, really suffering. Sometimes when I check my account balance, I just smile and say, a family man. You know, the way we lived, struggle to live, struggle to put food on the table. I'm this man. I'm a very intentional person. I want a good life for my family. Maybe because what I've been through. Yeah, maybe because what I've been through. I don't want. I've always said it that when I'm going to have my family, eventually, I don't want my children to go through what I passed, what I passed through, because I know what I faced in my journey. I know. So I don't want. I just want a better life for them. I'm not saying I want the whole world, but let me know that when they ask for this, before they ask, let me drop, which I'm finding difficult to do right now, despite my certificate. You understand me? So I would like to have a good job, a sustainable one that can just sustain me and my family, and we are good.
What and what can you do, and in what field?
Okay, I have a skill in photography, and there is, so long as it's
Do you
legitimate.
have an Instagram page or
Yes,
something?
yes, ma'am.
What's
J15 photos underscore. That's my handle for my photography business
on Instagram?
on Instagram.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. So I've been making efforts. I've been making efforts to find jobs, but it's not just forthcoming. You understand? Some will say, master's order. Hey, no, we don't feel pay you that money. Just let me see something. The little one, like I said, I've done the driver before. You understand?
And you live in Ibadan.
Yes, I live in Ibadan.
Lastly, I would like to ask you, are you sure you're just looking for your dad because you want to know your origin, or you're looking for him because of his wealth? Would you still want to see him? Would you still want to know him if he is not financially okay? They are two different things.
To be honest, to be honest, I was looking for him then because I needed the love, fatherly love. I don't know. I'm very particular on fatherly love. We know mothers are not extraordinary, but I'm this kind of person that wants this bond with my father. It's just so unfortunate that
You didn't have
I
it.
didn't have it, but I'm creating one with my children.
Hmm.
Yes, I'm creating one with my children. So later, looking for my father, it's still down to kind of financial aspect, maybe, but that's not the really key thing like that. I just want to know him because if I know him, if I eventually, if he didn't, the first time we met, if he accepted me, I believe my life would have been better than this.
Okay.
Yes, yes, I believe so.
Okay.
I believe so. If the DNA test, if eventually we run the DNA test and it's still, okay, if eventually we run the DNA test and it's him and like is my father, is my biological father, it won't still stop me from, you know, being who I want to be, the impact he wants to have in me, or me, the impact I want to have on him. But if the result turns out to be otherwise, I will accept my fate and look forward. I really don't know his financial capability. It's not because of his wealth I'm looking for him. I just want him to come out and let's do this DNA test. That is all. That's what I want. If the result comes out negative, that is not my father, oh well and good. I have to move on. It won't stop me from, you know, being the kind of person I want to be.
Okay. Thank you for coming on the show. I'm not even sure what to or how to address you as Mr. So I'll just say,
Mr.
Oh.
Adeyemi.
no, you can't be a Mr. with Adeyemi. So Uncle Adeyemi. So maybe I will just address you like that. It's a painful one. I can feel your pain. I'm not judging you. I'm not judging your mom. I'm not judging Mrs. Edet. Mr. Edet, your stepdad. I'm not
Mr.
judging
Bassi.
Mr.
Bassi,
Bassi. Okay,
yes.
Mr.
Bassi
Bassi.
Ekpenyong.
Okay, I'm not judging him. I'm not judging anyone here because I wasn't there. I'm not in their shoes. If they sit down to tell us their story, it might not be the exact way, or we will feel for them in them saying it. But this is it. To Mr. Bassi, we're not calling you out. We're just children. But please, sir, because of this young man, because of his family, because of his children, if we will love it if you just do this for him, just because of the way he's feeling, because of his wife that came out to us and say, I don't want my husband to die in depression. I don't want to be a widow at my age. I hope you feel him too and you will just do this. Like he has said, even if you do it and you're able to help, it's fine. And if you're still not able to help, it's fine. And if the result comes out to be negative, he will move on, ask his mom what else he's supposed to do. Lastly, I want you to please, if you want to, I still wish you should appreciate your stepdad more.
Yeah.
Seek for forgiveness from your mom as well for not talking to her. I hope she sees this and she knows that we are not judging her. We all at some point didn't get it right as well, and I'm sure a lot of women in our shoes will relate to that, that okay, we didn't get it all right, we made a mistake, because we are all not perfect, and I'm not trying to prove any perfection here. I just want to I just do not want to judge anyone. So whoever you need to apologize to, please apologize to them. Whoever you want to plead to, please do that.
Okay. Firstly, I would like to thank my stepfather. He has done a lot. He will even some people's biological father they even do all this. The only thing there is I wasn't just getting the fatherly love, but I appreciate him. God will continue to bless him.
Amen.
Amen. And my mom, I'm sorry. I know she will. If she sees this, she will call out. She will call. She will call you. Yeah.
She'll call me.
Yes, she will call. But you know, mothers, they will always be on the defensive side. You get, so she will just tell you all the things I've done and which I did not do. You know what I'm saying?
You will do, even if you do. Even if you did not.
Yeah.
The thing is, no woman will be happy to see that you have nurtured a child, a son, to 30 something years old.
Yes.
The father has not been responsive, and then the child still keep going for him. I'm not blaming you, I'm not judging you for doing that. And the man as well, they won't feel good, they won't feel happy. Do you understand? So put yourself in other people's shoes before you judge them. Okay? So
I don't know why myself. I know when people hear this, some will term me ungrateful.
yes.
Some will term me ungrateful. But myself, I ask myself, why do I still keep looking for this man that abandoned me? That never even see to my upbringing, how I lived, how I feed, how I, that's what is baffling me too. Why did I still keep looking for him?
Okay. Thanks for coming on the show. We hope this will yield a positive result. Your dad, we hope he responds to you. And again, please, we have a lot of people, we have a lot of CEOs, we have a lot of MDs, we have a lot of people there. If you are able to help provide a good job for him to be a better person, please reach out to him. How do they reach out to you?
Okay. I can drop my number.
You want your number out there?
Yes,
Are
ma'am.
you sure?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, please call it up.
0706
0706
54
54
56
56
007.
007. Okay, you want to call it again?
Yes, ma'am. 0706
0706
54
54
56
56
007.
007. So please, if you have a job for him, maybe photography, if you want to employ him, just tell him to send a CV to you. He has master degree from the prestigious University of Ibadan.
Pardon.
So I think he deserves to live better. So if you can help him, it will be a thing of joy. We will be proud of him. We'll be proud of you too. Thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you, ma'am.
This is just a little gift to appreciate you for coming. This also for you is a bit heavy. Yes, please sit. Please sit. Thank you. All right, everyone. This is where I'll be drawing the curtains today. I just want to state, as a woman, as a mother, let's be careful. The things we do today, they come back to tell on our children. I'm not blaming his mom. I'm not blaming his stepdad, his stepmom, or his alleged stepmom or alleged dad. I'm not blaming anybody here. I wasn't there. So when I'm not, if I'm there, I will say, okay, you did this, you did this. I'm not in the position to judge you people, my elders, you're more like parents to me, or fathers and mothers to me as well. So I'm not here to judge anyone. But please, if this gets to you, don't blame the show. Don't blame the program. Whatever you can do to make amends, please do it. If all of us will come together in love, we would make the world a better place. I am Dr. Abiola Adebayo Akinride. If you're yet to subscribe to this channel, please do. You can also follow me on Facebook as Abiola Ayomide Adebayo. Please, in whatever thing you're doing, put God first, be determined, and stay focused. I love you till I come your way, same time, next week on the same channel. I love you and remain blessed. Bye.
Talk to be, share your experience.